I know fans, when they see your specials, they see the finished product, but there's a lot of time and effort, trials and tribulations for yourself. Like, how have you been comfortable as a stand-up comedian throughout the years?
I think you just find your different levels, right? When I first started, I was really physical. And then I started learning to sit in the pocket and tell stories. And then I learned to do voices and characters. It's just layers to it, right? So the most important thing to me in being a comedian is being a great storyteller and a great communicator. It's not about being funny. Funny's going to come. That's definitely going to come. But funny with a great story, to me, that's the sweet spot.
And just Steven, yourself, coming from a legendary comedy family, like one of your co-stars there, you were on Bel Air, and I got to speak with Ari June Holmes, who spoke highly of your performance, and he also said you come from the royal family of comedy. So is that an added amount of pressure as a comedian when you have to live up to your brothers and all the great work they've done over the years?
I think it could be. You know, it's a blessing and a curse, but I think I have enough confidence in my abilities that, you know, I don't let that cast a shadow, right? I think early in my career, there was a lot more pressure. And now I think I've made my own way and I've proven myself. And I'm not concerned with being the best like Wayans. I'm just concerned with being the best. The most important thing to me is that as Marlon, that I become the best version and biggest version of myself. Wayans is already going to be, you know, legend. That's already a legacy. Now I'm trying to make Marlon a legacy as well.
And what kind of strategies did you develop over the years to maybe separate yourself and create your own identity as a comedian where, you know, the fan perception, they're going to say, okay, Marlon Wayans, they have an idea going in. So how did you create your own identity as a comedian?
Just telling my truth. I remember when I was scared to do stand-up for a long time because as a comedian, you pull from your life stories. And I felt like I grew up in a household with 5 other comedians. So by the time I got to stage, they were already going to tell all those household jokes. But then I realized that even if I told the same joke, it would be told differently because it's my point of view. And once you talk your truth and you stick to your guns and you tell your stories, you don't have to worry about trying to be anybody else. And that goes for anybody in comedy. You go to a comedy store and 10 comedians could go up and talk about sex. But everybody has their own version of their own experience of sex. So, you know what I mean? It doesn't get tiring. And what you learn as an individual and as a comedian, you have your own point of view. And that's what I've learned to embrace.
Vibe Talks, exclusively on Vibe 105.